Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and in this video I'm going to show you the RV facilities that are at the Seminole City Park. And the town of Seminole is about 60 miles north of Odessa. It's about 3,300 foot elevation, and it has a population of, I think, between 7,800 and 8,000 people. And it does have a Walmart, which kind of surprised me for a small town like this. But that's good, so I can get my shopping done. So let me show you what RV facilities they have here. Each space is actually full hookup here. They have electric, water, and sewer hookups. However, they keep their electric and water boxes locked. So in order to unlock the box, you have to go down to City Hall to get a key. City Hall is at 302 South Main Street. So if you come here in the evening or weekends, you'll have to wait till they open to get your key. Now, around the back side of the building here, just to the right of the drive-up window, there is a drop box where you can put your key in there 24 hours a day. You have to show them your driver's license. They write you out a receipt and put the key in a plastic baggie. So when you return it, put the receipt and the key in the bag so they know that it's you. So when you get back, you'll find that the padlock is underneath here, and inside you will find a 20 and a 30 amp connection. These keys are generic to all of the boxes, so you have to unlock the water as well. Has a regular water hose connection there, and I suggest you take both of these padlocks and keep them inside your RV so nobody steals them. Now the dump station is in here. Never seen one of these before. And they are not padlocked. They also have trash cans and dumpsters around. Now their RV parking slots here are not very long. If you have an RV that's more than 30 feet long, it may be a bit of a challenge in order to get yourself safely off of the street here. And mine is 40 feet going all the way back to the end of my motorcycle rack. So I had to pull up off of the curb quite a ways in order to get my front end safely off of the street. Now there is no sign here about RV camping rules, but at the City Hall they told me that you can stay up to 3 days. So now let's take a look and see what else is in the city park here. It's a fairly large park here with several of these covered cabanas with a concrete slab. However, there's no picnic tables, so you have to bring your own furniture. There are several of these electrical boxes around the park near the cabanas, but they are padlocked too. So I assume there's a 20 amp, 15 or 20 amp outlet in there, so you have to go to City Hall to get a key for that as well. Although the keys for the RV hookups might be the same keys for those padlocks as well. And here they have a basketball court and the sand volleyball court. But I think, other than the children's playground there, the main attraction, at least in the summer, is the splash pad. There's no swimming pool, just the splash pad and a place for the parents to hang out right there. I assume this is a lot greener in the summer, and I think this is the only city park I've ever seen that has its own fire department. But I suspect more partying goes on at the fire department than anything else. There are 5 sets of these hookups, all for free use. I got the last one on the right, and then here there is a lot more parking space. Now when I got here, in fact, I've been here for 2 days, and I'm the only one who's come to hook up. But if you come here and they're all full, you got plenty of room here to boondock until somebody leaves. You can grab their spot. And since this park is close to downtown, there are several stores and restaurants within a few blocks walking distance. There's also a museum just about 2 blocks away from the park. So I'm going to go there now and see what they have to show us. It's the Gaines County Museum, and out front here they have an oil well pump, although they're not normally lined with Christmas tree lights. The front room has some interesting items. A barber chair, and does anybody recognize what this is? That's how they hook it up to the ladies for a permanent wave. The room has a lot of antique office equipment. A really old safe. Wow. I have used calculators like that in my early days of employment. Some old radios, cash registers, a check cutting machine, and this is a 286 PC. Oh, I remember that number, 286. That used to be a really big thing. Lots of typewriters and other equipment like that. The next room has some military items. There's a big trunk full of army stuff, I guess. Got a pretty nice collection here. And there is a WAC uniform. The next room is a kitchen, and I bet you have never used one of these. They also have a nice tool collection. 2 bags of potatoes grown right here in Seminole. They've got a really nice organ, and look at all this camera equipment. There's a stand movie camera, and some of these look like Polaroid type cameras and old brownies. Wow. The flash bulbs, record player. This is a heck of a collection. I'm kind of surprised, really impressed with what they've got here so far. This lady's really dressed to impress. I really like her from the neck down. Here's a real early version of a VCR from General Electric. And the television, that must be about a maybe 10-inch screen. They've got a toy truck collection. And some ships, real small, and some helicopters, all kinds of trucks here. They've got a barbed wire collection, and look at this trailer, special purpose trailer, bunch of horse saddles. Really nice collection of things here. I'm just showing you a small sample of what they've got here. The curator here just told me that there are 6 Mennonite churches in Seminole. And there is an estimate of about 8,000 Mennonites living around Seminole. But they're not counted in the census because they don't believe in filling out census forms. So the population of Seminole is really about twice what the census says. Well, this is a really impressive museum for such a small town. Definitely want to stop by here if you're passing through. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video of the RV park, the city park, and the museum here. Good day, folks.